So here is the HBX or HBX Thruster. It is a 1/12 scale RC car. It has a solid rear axle, front and independent suspension, 2-speed transmission, 4-wheel drive, full ball bearings throughout, and it has a 7.4 volt Li-ion battery. And the box looks a bit bent and out of shape. Looks like it's being kicked like a soccer ball or something like that. But as long as the cargo inside is all good, then that's all that I care about. Now a few more specs on the side here. Digital proportional control, RTR, 2x4 gigahertz, everything that you should or you would expect. Does actually come in 3 colors, yellow, blue and green. Now it includes oil-filled shocks, compact chassis design, rear rack, rear spare wheel, front suspension and a rear axle. So there's your solid rear axle and additional servo for changing the 2 speeds. Alright, boring stuff out of the way first. Simple manual, basic information about the car, how to steer it, how to turn it on, all that kind of good stuff. So yep, basic stuff, but it comes with a manual. And here is your transmitter. It is a basic pistol grip with just simple steering trim, throttle trim, on and off button, steering reverse button, and an AUX switch here, which is for changing from low to high gear. Good thing about it, only takes 2 AA batteries. Fairly simple, but it will get the job done, and yeah, looks pretty cool. And it wouldn't be an RTR kit without a basic plug and play wall charger. So there we go, plugs it into your balance lead and yeah, let it go for, you know, a good 3 or 4 hours or so, and yeah, that'll be charged. Now when you pick it up, it doesn't really state that it comes with LEDs on the box, and it certainly does. It comes with 6 LEDs, you'll see there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 upon the roof, and a nice little plug there you just plug into the receiver. So what I'll do, I'll plug it all up just so I can give you a look at how bright they are, and they are pretty bright. Nice graphics on the side, nice colours. Yeah, can't really complain. Looks pretty cool. And definitely if you smash this up or don't really use it anymore, you can certainly salvage these LEDs because they do look pretty cool actually. So I've turned the lights off in the studio, and as you can see the 6 LEDs do emit a fair bit of light, so yeah, that is very nice. Now let's have a closer look at the chassis, and just before I unplug it, this is where the LEDs plug into your 2-in-1 receiver and ESC. Let's have a close look at all the electronics. Now here is your 2-in-1 deal, buy one get one free ESC and receiver. Nested up top here you have your transmission servo from low to high gear, and also your steering servo laying down low there on the floor. Now to change gear, you just simply push the AUX button on the controller, push once, push it again to change back. Very simple. The overall design is quite pleasing. It does look nice. It's got this kind of integrated roll bar system or cage system that comes off the middle tub here. Solid rear axle with, apparently they are oil-filled shocks, so you can tune or adjust the rebound and bounce to how you see fit. Now the plastics for the bumpers and stuff like that are nice and soft and flexible, so they won't break off, or they're not too brittle, so they won't snap in a crash, which is cool. Now obviously everything comes at a price point, so majority of the car is plastic, but what do you expect? And for the price point that it is running at, it looks quite fine. I'll leave the link in the description from Banggood where I got this from, but you know, for $100 odd, you know, they're pretty cool. And for an all-around bashing vehicle, and some of the videos I've seen, they do pretty adequate job. Here at the bottom of the car you can see the straight axle unique design suspension. You got these links here running to the center of the chassis, to the axle on either side, and it gives it a quite nice range of movement. This is kind of a mix between like a rock crawler and a rock racer, I guess you could say. Now for articulation, I could fit my wrist or my hand, you could say, under this tyre, and the front wheel is still just touching the ground, so gives you an indication. It does come with 5 wheels, and this one at the back is a spare wheel held on via this screw, but it does have a hex component at the back of it, so you can use it as a spare wheel if you do rip a tyre or something like that, because, you know, they seem a little bit harder. I don't think I'm going to be shredding them, but you do have one in case, and I do have foam inserts in here as well. Now here on the other side you'll see a motor with the integrated heatsink going up to the 2-speed transmission. Very basic but familiar setup at the front. Dog bone drive shafts up front, and they are metal. everything looks fairly decent, well made, and you have adjustable tie ends, tie rods and stuff like that to give you simple adjustment in the front end. Not too much adjustment at the back. You can adjust the height of the car, and you can adjust some of these links at the back here as well. Apart from that, that is it, apart from the suspension as well. Now it comes with a 7.4 volt LiPo, 1500 milliamp hour battery, so it should give you around about 20 plus minute run times. Now the battery simply kind of has a friction fit under this center, I guess, pole here, and it just fits in like that. Friction fit, it's not going anywhere. Now that's everything we can see on this car. Let's go take it out and see how she drives. Now that is it, guys. It probably lasted around about 20 minutes. It was pretty fun. Don't get this if you want top speed, but it has a second gear, which is good for this rock crawling. It is waterproof, so this is where I think it comes into its own. It's very fun, cheap, reliable. I bash it, no issues. So any questions, please ask. I'll leave the link in the description down below. Go check it out if you're interested. But that's it, guys. Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Hope you enjoyed the video. This was the HBX Thruster.